Hi and welcome to Design by Teachers. My name's Jess and today we're going to be looking at a workshop of how to make some certificates and student rewards using PowerPoint for your classroom. Today we're going to be looking at some clip art from about 5 different teachers who have put their clip art that they've spent hours creating online, and you can purchase those items here through the different stores. So the first one we're looking at is Rebecca B Designs, and we're going to be looking at some of her skinny edge borders as well as some of her fonts that we've used in our website. So this is her store right here, in our certificates. The other one we'll be looking for is from Oz Curriculums. We've got some diamante shaped circles here, some sequence frames, that we'll be using from her store. So you can purchase those if you like from there. And we'll also be looking at the Wisened Owl's chevron freebie, some paper, so some borders and paper from her website there. And that's her store inside there if you wanted to have a look at any other items that she had. So the only other items, we have one more lady we'll be looking at. So Bev's Early Learning Hut, we'll be looking at some of her certificate borders, certificate frames that she has right here. She has a range of different items as well. So again, you can pop into her store and have a look at those items and see if you would like to use them as well. So just to let you know, these teacher workshops, we create them and we provide them and put them on YouTube for Australian teachers to be accessed when they can. We're looking at a variety of different skills and it all aligns with the Australian curriculum and the teaching standards. So this workshop in particular will be looking at how to use PowerPoint to create certificates and rewards, which lines up with standard number 1, knowing your students and how they learn. So this is the certificates we'll be looking at is teaching teachers how to create their own certificates and reward in alignment with their own teaching pedagogy. So let's go ahead. We've already opened up our PowerPoint presentation. So you can see here we've got a PowerPoint presentation. We've had a little bit of a play already, but we're going to go ahead and have a look how we can do this. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you've set up your dimensions. So if you go up to File and go down to Page Setup, you can't see it here because it's out of the parameters of the video, but I'm going to click Page Setup and it will pop up here. What you need to do is make sure you've got it set on A4 and then you can click which profile you want. So if you want it to be portrait or landscape, and I've selected landscape for the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead. Here's all our clip art here that we've purchased. We've put them into a folder here. We do have a great new workshop coming out soon to show you how to set up your different folders when you're doing teaching, because we all know as teachers we can collect a lot of items that we get from the internet and download purchases. So that'll be a really good workshop to do, so make sure you keep your eye out for that one. So what we're going to do is just going to keep that folder open. I'm going to just pop it out of here, out of the way for the moment, and click back on here. So what we need to do is we come up with a border or an edge for our different designs. What we're going to do is we're going to have a new slide and we're going to start with a blank one. So having a little look at all these different designs we have here. So we've already started with some sequence borders on this one. And what we've done is just lay them up. So it is a little bit out of the parameters, but that's how we want it to print out, so it comes up layered. And what we'll do is we'll look at how to add our own text boxes. You can actually use different coloured fonts that some teachers have available on Design by Teachers, or you can actually use the word art that's available through PowerPoint. So it is very flexible, PowerPoint. It is a really great program. And these documents remain editable if you keep them in your PowerPoint and save them as a PowerPoint file, and then you can also save as a PDF so when you're printing them out so no one can adjust them. We've got the different designs here. You can see that we've sort of been mixing up a couple of different borders and using some pendant flags here from Rebecca B Designs as well as her skinny borders. Let's go ahead. This is the Chevron Island border that we've used, so let's go ahead and have a little play. So let's have a look. So let's pick a side. Let's have a look. Glitter chalkboard labels. If you go ahead and open the file, so when you download, you'll be able to see here the different ones. They open up so you can see them. So if you wanted to use one of these, Rebecca's actually got them in a lot of different sizes and things here. So let's go ahead, let's do yellow. So what I'm doing is I'm dragging and dropping that file over onto here, and now I can use the things here to adjust them, So the exterior boundaries can go out like that. If you wanted to print it to that to the boundaries there, you can go ahead and cut those out, or you don't have to. Printing it out in the A4 will help if you wanted to laminate them as well. This also allows you to be able to put the writing and text in here. So what we can do is, if I show you, we can go ahead, if you click up to insert, you can then go to add text box or word art. So we just used word art for there. So you can put your own writing in here. So you can say certificate, you can put this for a certificate of participation. Okay, you can shrink that writing if you want to leave it just using the different tools here. Okay, so certificate of participation. Don't forget, with all of the items that you do, make sure you do print them out so you can see how they look. There's lots of different there's lots of different types with the word art as far as how you want it to look. So make sure you explore all of those. The other thing you can do is add another text box down here. So you want it to sort of set out, if we add a text box like this. Okay, and so this is where you can make sure the child's name is entered. So certificate of participation. You can even put in the middle here, if you wanted to, I would suggest awarded to, and then leave a line. Now you can see I've actually done that in black font, and that's not come out very clear at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of it. I'm actually going to change the font color to white. So see how that comes nice and sharp off the back there. Now you may want to keep that as a black line, and so when you're printing on the person's name by hand, it will be nice and even, but it's not going to be that evident, the line that's there. I actually like the lines being shown, so I'm going to make sure mine are white. Again, you can make this and design it to how you like. With this certificate of participation, awarded to, and now you can keep going in your text box. If you want to add a new text box, or just click enter, you can put 4. Now the great thing is these are actually editable immediately, so you can jump in here and edit it on your computer immediately, and then you can provide it to the child that day. If not, you can have these sitting out, printed out, ready to go, and you can, by using the lines like I have here, you can have these sitting out, printed like I just said, ready to go, and you can hand them out. Okay, so that is the beauty of being able to use PowerPoint, and it's flexible and editable for how you would like. The other thing I do like to put on these is if you wanted to put, so you can put teacher and put your name. You can actually write your name in there if you want, so they look formal. And the other thing I like to put is the date. And you can leave a line if you like, or you can actually put the date in yourself. Today's the 31st of the 5th, 2016. And that looks fantastic. You can put a signature in there, you can do what you like. So that looks really, really good. The other thing we do suggest is you can actually create these different certificates with the different colours. So if we were to duplicate the slide, perhaps you have a tier system in your classroom where you have participation awards, you might have happiness awards. You can actually just colour code. So perhaps you want to make this pink. Okay, so what we might do is copy this. Actually, what if we delete that? Will that still stay there? Okay, let's open this up. So I've dragged and dropped that on the screen. I'm just going to open that up like that. Okay, I'm going to paste my award that I actually had from the other one. So that was as simple as copying and pasting. If you notice too, the other one's actually hidden behind here. So what I'm going to do is arrange. I'm going to send it to the back. So there you can see that's come up. Oh, it's there twice. Okay, let's remove that one. So there's just that one. So I've just highlighted that and removed the other one. So it actually kept the other one on there. Okay, great. So now you can see we have our two different colours. So like I was saying, you might have a tier system. So basically once the students have participated, if you're trying to encourage students to participate in group work and to get involved as students, so maybe you've got a tier system where once they achieve 5 or 3 of the yellow awards, they then receive 1 pink award. Once they receive 3 pink awards, they then go up and get a green award. So you can use the different clip art that's available here, and as you go through from the different artists, you'll see they have different colours and things available for you to be able to create your own tier system. And with the rewards and certificates, you can then also base it around the different general capabilities that you're trying to create in your classroom, you're trying to develop. So those that are trying to create some great listening skills, participating, showing compassion towards others, so caring about the environment, speaking, listening, you can really tailor these to those different roles and skills that you're trying to teach to your student inside the classroom. Let's go ahead and have another little look at some other ones that we can do. So let's drag down here our clip art and we'll go back out. So we've got some certificates. So this is Bev's Early Learning Hut. So she had some black and white frames, which I thought looked really cool. So once these open up, you can drag and drop them. And these look like official certificates, so they're quite clever. Okay, that's a really pretty design. So you can open that, shrink that. So make sure it fits to the border that you like. If you want to put a bit of colour in there, you can. So you can go ahead and blend it up with these other ones. Okay, so even on this one we can add one of her other ones. You can drag and drop that on top. Okay, that looks great. Just widen that a little bit, know that a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I do not have a lot of creativity in me, but you know, these artists and teachers have created some really clever artwork, and it makes you look very professional. That looks really good. It makes you look really professional with the different designs that you can create for your students. So now we can go ahead and we can insert a text box, or we can insert some word art here. So we can put here, you know, awarded to, okay, and we can pop that up the top. See here, you can select the different ones that you wanted. So make sure we highlight, okay, if you want it to sort of match the different design. There's lots of different things that you can do. So you can have awarded to, whoop, that moved on me. So just go up to edit and go undo. Okay, sorry, it's just gone to a different program. Let's go undo. It doesn't like me. Let's go back up. Push this back up to where I had it. Okay, awarded to. Let me just move. It's still grabbing that one. So you will get the hang of it. Like I said, I do not have a lot of design skills, and this is why it's my job to do these workshops, because if I can do it, basically any teacher can do it. So let's go ahead. I'm just opening that up. I'm going to shrink that a little bit because it is quite large. Okay, now that's too small for me. So basically just double clicking to highlight that, and I'm going to increase that probably back up to 32. Okay, awarded to. Now I feel like that's a bit too dark. So now I'll edit that a little bit later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a text box so I can put some writing. So I'm going to gather it right across there. And I'm going to start writing. I want to put it in the middle. And I'm happy with that. So I'm going to hold down the shift button and hold down the button to the right of the 0. And that allows me to draw a line. So that's where I'm going to put the student's name. So awarded to. And then I'm going to put for their hard work and effort into, if I maybe put their hard work contribution, oops, helps if I spell it right, contribution towards our classroom learning. Okay, so again, you can tailor this to how you would like to have it. Down here, you can insert different little clip art. If I go back up here, you might see there's some things called page toppers, and I'm pretty sure we have a couple here. Where are we? Oh no, sorry, so Rainbow Sky Creations, they actually have some little clip art here. You can see some little Australian kids. So if you wanted to, you can make this in black and white. They've got some balloons and things too, so you might want to put a little student. So let's drag and drop that. The other things I'm talking about are page toppers, which are in Rebecca B Designs store. But this is Rainbow Sky Creations. They also have a store on Design by Teachers. So I've drag and dropped this little girl. Now she is way too big, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink her. Okay, you can make birthday certificates, and this little girl looks like she'd be great for that. If you're not happy with these different designs, it's simply a matter of clicking on it and deleting it using your delete button. So we can just keep entering it in here. Okay, you can put the date, and you can put a line so you can insert the date. You can type it in yourself if you like, and then you can put the teacher. Again, you can put your name. Don't forget you can put copyright symbols down here if you like. The other little tip we will show you is how to file these, and this will be in our following workshop. But that looks like another great certificate, and again you can just change the backgrounds of these using the different colours that the teachers have in their file. So you can do that tier sort of system if that's what you're looking to create, or you can colour code in alignment with the different capabilities or the different skills that you're wanting your students to have. So yeah, all the different alignments, you can have them for maths can be the pink, you know, and the English can be the green. So you can really colour code and align this with the Australian curriculum, or even with the early years learning framework. So with the different outcomes, you can colour code these and tailor them to the students' needs. So, you know, awarding students for their milestones is a great opportunity to really celebrate students when they do take a milestone. I'm a big believer in it. I know every teacher has a different opinion on it, but using PowerPoint and these different clip arts is a really easy way to be able to do this. I hope this workshop has been informative. Don't forget that you can jump onto the YouTube channel and watch the different workshops that we have. If you click in that says show more information here, you'll be able to jump on here and grab your PD certificate. Once you download that document, there'll be some tasks that you can carry out in reflection and claim 2.5 to 3 hours of PD based on this workshop. So make sure you jump on and do that, and please feel free to tag a teacher in these and let them know. These workshops are free for Australian teachers, and all the products that we look at are from Design by Teachers, which is an Australian teachers marketplace where teachers are creating different websites, different resources, so different Australian teachers can access as we sort of work collaboratively and share our resources. Thanks for your time.